As it be so, Nigeria is go 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 go. Nigeria is go 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 going, go 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 going, go 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 going, go 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 go. Is go 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 going, go go go. So welcome everyone. Welcome. Let's enjoy the music a little bit. Update, update. The Kogi state government earlier today had said that the two of its officials are currently in the hands of the Economic Financial Crime Commission, that is the EFCC. On that plank, they are being investigated. On the other hand, the federal government has gone on overdrive on campaign, trying to tell Nigerians that the president is fighting corruption. And the reason why all this is happening is because corruption is fighting back. For me, I would say add volume. Go, 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 go. I can't imagine the president fighting corruption, but what do I know? Go, 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 go. The president is fighting corruption. Go, 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 go. It's like a fairy tale. It's like the story of Mike Ejaya. I am not the one saying it. It's the old man that is saying it. The president is fighting corruption. But the question is, many of you do think, can corruption fight corruption? Well, I don't know. So let's crack on, people. Let's crack on. As it is, we do not know if the president and the presidency would actually fight corruption, right? I do not know how this is going to end, but something is very interesting. I'll play this video for us. If that video is gonna open, let me quickly.
The corruption cabal is fighting back, and they want to use you.
No.
They are asking you to protest, destroy our peace, and return Nigeria to the old order where they exploited our resources, leaving nothing for today's youth or our unborn children.
I'm actually loving this.
Nigeria's problems since 1960. But what is his crime? He ended the fort. The corruption cabal is fighting back, and they want to use you. They are.
So I don't know if any of you had seen this video in question. Where they believe that he is fighting corruption. I don't know if you've seen that, but let's see if we can bring that on the screen, or maybe if it's not possible, then we'll continue. But I will still bring that the video on the screen. But before we do, as usual, let's go state by state and see what is happening. I think what is happening in Kaduna, I have said it here before. No one wishes to see the country be destroyed by its own citizens that are poor. The poor must not allow themselves to be used in the destruction of the little infrastructure that they do have. While I do acknowledge our rights to protest as citizens, I honestly do not want the destruction that is happening, especially in Kaduna. Please, the people of Kaduna, the people of Kano, it is good to come out on the street to protest, but please, you are giving this protest a bad name. You're, making everyone, some people to back out by the level of destruction. Understanding that people are hungry. Please stop the destruction. Now, this is what we had in Kaduna earlier today. So So this is Kaduna. Now look at this. Imagine this number of people on the street. How do you contain this? This is massive, and the government is scared. The KKK state, Kanu, Kaduna, Katsina, northwestern states, the KKK states, where they rigged like there is no tomorrow, where they got the highest number of votes. Now they are at the same time they are having the highest number of protesters, with the exception of Lagos and Abuja. With the exception of Lagos and Abuja, if you go and look the protest ground, it appears that those who gave much vote are those who are also protesting the more. Port Harcourt is also not left out in this protest, but this Kaduna is scary, I must say. Are you aware that federal the federal council that was supposed to hold today, that the president has moved that to on an unknown date? Why? Because as we speak, the president is meeting with his service chiefs. They are trying to re-strategize to know what they might do, whether they are going to stop the protest entirely or, but I don't think that it may work, because recall that since day two, Kanu's and Kaduna State had imposed curfew, and it didn't happen. And as we speak, Kaduna had also imposed 24 hours curfew on rioting cities, because not all the cities in Kaduna are engaging in this. Now look at what is happening in Kaduna. And this is what that ought to be condemned. Now, even the street lights, they are beginning to take the street light. Then you ask yourself, are you going to eat street light? What are you going to do with street light? What are you going to do with the metal? Just to sell it and eat? Come on now, people of Kaduna, wise up. Wise up. They've broken into some government offices, and they've broken into private offices, and they are looting stuff like this. Look at those seats they are taking. Look at the seats they are carrying. Huh? I think the people should wise up, honestly. The people of Kaduna should wise up. This is really uncalled for. And you will see some people carrying generator. Generator. Recall that during the NSAS, it was in Adamawa, precisely in Yola, and I think in Taraba, Jalingo, where they actually took tractors. You know how massive tractor is? They stole tractors, pieces. Now it appears the same thing is happening here. Peaceful protest does not equal stealing and looting. No, 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 no. Please, especially Lagos, Abuja, the protest must remain peaceful. Please. Because it appears these guys, the Kaduna, the KKK states don't hear. They're not the year old. They're not the year old. Watch and wait, you will see someone actually going away with generator. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, to say the least. It's unbelievable. I understand that people are hungry, but a hungry man, I don't know how a hungry man can lift generator. See the guys with generators, see them here. Yeah? This is gone beyond hunger. This is pure stealing, looting. The same way I condemn this is the same way I condemn those rioting in England, going into O2 shop, stealing telephones, going into breads, stealing food. Some of them even made away with the ovens. Some of them even made away with the microwaves. What are you going to do with an industrial microwave in your house? Some of them, what you're looking at now, they've taken the carport, the zinc, see where they are moving with it. Some of them even taking the window protectors. This is pure lunacy. This is, in my view, this is pure lunacy. This makes no sense. They even take gate, the fence, the thing, the lower fence like this, those metal on top of it, they've taken, they take all of it. This is pure lunacy, madness. And I don't believe, because let no one say, oh, you people supported protest, and you are seeing how they are looting. Nobody told them, see? Nobody told them to go and loot. This is criminality. This is what the police try and get those who are behind it and deal with them. Honestly, nobody will support such nonsense, right? Now, you can see here now, they are doing the stealing. Nobody is engaging them. But where you see no looting, the police will be having an erection, trying to, use force to take the people away, which is actually very sad. This is, this is very sad. Like I said, I don't like this. I don't like this. There is, there are videos, obviously, where that we have seen in the, especially in Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt has always been very, very peaceful. And I like the peaceful nature of Port Harcourt protest because it had defied what Asari Dokubo was boasting that no one was going to come out in River State, that people should do XYZ. But Port Harcourt, even when people say that people didn't protest in the southeast, we laugh because if you also saw the protest in Aba on Saturday, one of the one of the most peaceful protests you can actually imagine, and it was more or less like a music carnival. And but these guys in these areas must actually wake up. Now, before we get into Port Harcourt and Lagos, and Abuja is turning into what may not be palatable, because the people of Abuja are very peaceful, but the government is trying to make it into something else. Before we go there, let's listen to this woman that said that she worked in former President Yemi Osibanjo's school. She's a graduate, very eloquent and articulate, and she had the following message for the federal government.
I can no longer hide my feelings. I'm here because I'm suffering. I'm starving. Sometimes I will not eat, so that the little pure water is there, I can be able to use it to feed my 2 children. My children also is working. I hope she is here. I'm not happy that she was not here. If time has not gone, I can go and bring her. We are suffering. Even to register at public school, they will demand for 20,000 before we can be able to register. And we thought the public school is also a free school. It's no longer a free school. When you get there, they will bill you. Go and bring 30,000 or 5,000 for uniform. We have not seen anything if no what have done. Please help us to beg him. I'm suffering. And my children also are suffering.
I noticed you speak very well. What is your profession?
Me, I was qualified teacher before. I have TC2 and I have NCE. In fact, I've taught at Osibajo school before, Free Liberty School, Aja. There is one at Obanikoro. I was there before. It was when Osibajo entered the second term. They served we the staff, and Pastor Tinubu, Pastor Ngozi at Olive Tree Parish with him sacked all the teachers and put our own people there. That is why since then it has affected me. Even my pension is still there. I'm pension. I'm also pleading to Osibajo to look at me and go and settle it out. I need my pension also. I'm Olale Folake Joy. I'm a professional teacher before. I have TC2 and I have NCE. I went to Adeniwe Ogusoya College of Education. I did part-time program, School of Part-time Study, Best SOS. My matric number is PT 07 01 2502. Thank you.
Can you imagine? That is the reason why some people are angry. Because whenever an individual is unfairly treated, look at her, very eloquent and well-spoken, but life has treated her so bad that she and her little children have resorted to selling pure water and minerals on the street. I am glad that this video was brought to the attention of some people in government over the weekend. This morning around 11:30, I got a message on my WhatsApp saying, Mazes, okay, thank you for raising this issue with us. We are looking for this woman, and this issue she raised here will be resolved. While I believe them in this case, because one is going to stay on top of this, obviously, please, if you know her contact, not to scam anybody, because this one, before anything happens, they go see her face to face. This is not bring account. Nah. So no go claim who you know be. If you are not this woman and if you don't know her, do not contact me. But if you know this woman and you want to help to reach her, please, by all means, reach me on this number on the screen, 0708 004 2206. Please, WhatsApp messages only. We must look after each other, and we are going to do our best to ensure that her cry and her plea does not fall on deaf ears. Now, let's continue and go back to Kaduna. Let's show you what is actually happening in Kaduna today. Look, for instance, this is Kaduna. You see, the reason why we keep saying the government, and I don't know, I can't emphasize that enough. Two streams that I had yesterday morning and evening already said that the president's speech was an insult to Nigerians and to the protesters because he never assuaged their feelings. He did not address any single thing that they've been demanding. Therefore, I predicted yesterday evening that the people will come out in larger numbers because of the president's speech. Not only that the people will come out in larger numbers, the reaction of the security agents is what none of us would predict. Well, I'm not a soothsayer, but also I know that if you add 1 + 1, it would always be 2. Now, let's watch what is happening.
Akwai mutane a ADA.
So you can see the large number of people in Kaduna. There is something that has been a reoccurring decimal. If you pay attention, whenever these protesters sing the national anthem, they always sing the old national anthem, not the new one, right? It appears they had what's it called, um, a meeting to say we will never sing the new national anthem. It shows you how detached the people are from from the anthem. The people are so detached from the anthem. That's why you can see these things happening, right? Now, there is another dimension to what we are witnessing in Kaduna. It is the injection of the Russian flag. You know, when the president, after his this thing yesterday, many of you started insinuating that what was the two flags there with him, one was the Nigerian flag and the other was the Russian flag. Sorry to burst your bubble. That's not correct. One is the Nigerian flag and the other is the commander-in-chief flag. If you are in doubt, just type in C add Nigeria, you will see it. Because after that, I didn't know, but as they say, every day is a school day. While I'm talking, you can see the people in Kaduna running. People are, the people are running, falling. The army is now attacking these peaceful protesters. So that is the irony of what is happening in Nigeria that I don't understand. These guys are peaceful. You attack them. You now see the ones that are looting, stealing. You don't try to stop them or go and do, where tear gas is needed, you won't use it. This kind of pattern will make one to believe that those who are looting appears to be given protection. Looting is criminal. These guys here, peaceful, not looting anything, but they are the ones you go and attack. The ones looting, nobody sees them. Only the cameramen. The police will form deaf and dumb. They won't see them. I mean, come on now. Something is not adding up, people. Something is not adding up. Something is not adding up. I don't know what you guys think, but for me, something is not adding up. Let's look at this one too. Again, here also is another part of Kaduna. People are still standing outside. People are still converging. People are still, protesting. There is no looting going on here. But these are the people that the police, the army, the DSS or whatever will come and want to disperse But those that will go in and steal, to loot, and do whatever they want to do, it appears nothing happens to them. I don't know. Someone who understands the thinking, the mindset could please help to, you know, educate me on this, right? Again, you watch it. This is another angle of it where you have, you can see the Russian flag, right? The protest in Kaduna is really, really increasing. The protest in Kaduna is really, really increasing. So if you're joining us for the first time, this is still Multimedia TV. Please do us well by liking this stream, share and subscribe. Please like, share and subscribe. The algorithm can only improve and let others know that we are live when we like the stream. Please, you know the cost now. You know the cost, but it's that's the only energy we can give. Some of you who wish to do use the super sticker or super chat, of course, we would appreciate that as well. But please, aside that, like and share. That's the only thing. Let people know that we are live. Let people know that we are bringing you what is happening as regards to end bad governance protest across Nigeria. We are still in Kaduna. We haven't left Kaduna. We're just giving you various sites, various things happening in Kaduna, right? Like I said before, the president is meeting with the service chiefs. Hopefully, they are going to come up with a new strategy. But his yesterday's, yesterday's speech was already already a failure. Already a failure. Now, same Kaduna here again, Kaduna. Everywhere you go, Kaduna. So now, this one is more or less a direct confrontation with the Nigerian army. Some people are saying that if this was in some part of Nigeria, that you have this frontal confrontation, over 200 people may have died immediately. What I don't understand, one thing that is very striking with the protest in Kaduna and Kano is the attendance of that protest by young Nigerians that are less than 10 or around the age of 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You can see them all coming out during the protest, which is not the case in southern Nigeria. I don't know. I don't want to say that most of these young kids they abandoned their magic. I don't know. There is no evidence to that, but it's just an observation. Some will say, well, if you look at their hands, you can see they are begging gold that they have. Well, you see, if you observe what happened, the military guy used his whip on those young, innocent kids. Look at it again. And these guys immediately intervened. Watch once more. The moment the military guy strikes, sleep 1, 2, 3. See these young ones, bang, in front, trying to protect those younger ones. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You can see them all coming out during the protest, which is not the case in southern Nigeria. I don't know. There is no evidence to that, but it's just an observation. Some will say, well, if you look at their hands, you can see they are begging gold that they have. Well, you see, if you observe what happened, the military guy used his whip on those young, innocent kids. Look at it again. And these guys immediately intervened. Watch once more. The moment the military guy strikes, sleep 1, 2, 3. See these young ones, bang, in front, trying to protect those younger ones. right? So, as a result of what you have seen now, as a result of all these things you've watched, the Kaduna state government had now imposed a curfew. The End Bad Governance, or the North calls it the hunger protest. Kaduna imposes 24-hour curfew on rioting cities. And the details here, according to the Punch, says that the Kaduna State Security Council, led by Governor Oba Sani, has immediately imposed a 24 hours curfew on the metropolitan cities of Kaduna and Zaria and their environs. The decision followed a review of the security situation in the state, which revealed that the ongoing protests have been hijacked by criminal elements engaging in looting and the destruction of private and public property. In a statement on Monday, the overseeing Commissioner of Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Arwan, advised citizens to remain indoor while security forces work to maintain safety and security. Right. So, the question, and that is what the next part must then worry many Nigerians. And what is the next part? Right? I will discuss the next part shortly. Before I do, it is whatever that is happening in Nigeria, it's really, really interesting. And let's take the next part with Wo 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 Wo. Right? So, okay. So, that is it, people. Now, what I think and what worries me here is that the KKK states they have this penchant for refusing to obey these curfews. And as long as they do not obey this curfew, I worry about what's going to happen tomorrow. If they come out tomorrow, being Tuesday, this day 6, and federal government with the service chiefs, we do not know what they're going to discuss today. There might be bloodbath tomorrow. I honestly pray that that does not happen, but I fear that that may happen because these guys, whoever is beating the drum behind the scene, I do not know. But whoever is beating the drum, the level of looting is, it should not be supported by any sane person. But again, like I asked before, why is it that only when looting occurs is when the police will not do anything, but when the protest is peaceful, the police will intervene to disperse people. So why wouldn't they go and disperse those looting? If police were there and they're trying to break into a shop or whatever, isn't that the time to use your tear gas canister? Throw them tear gas, let them run, even if it means somebody's. But no, they wouldn't do it. They would all wait until the deed has been done before they will come and do whatever they want to do. So on this, then I will say, if we go back now and say, okay, we'll have left northern Nigeria. Let's actually look at Professor Woloshoyinka and the things he said, right? Recall that Professor Woloshoyinka, um, Femi Falana, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar had actually taken a harder stand on Bola Tinubu by accusing him of not addressing the needs of these young Nigerians who have come on the streets to protest. Let's look at what this individual have said. According to Daily Trust, right? Atiku, Soyinka, Falana Others pick holes in Tinubu's speech. Prominent citizens like former Vice President of the Federal Republic, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka, human rights lawyer Femi Falana, SAN, and a couple of other civil society organizations have taken a swipe on the federal government, on the presidency to say that they are not happy and they faulted the national broadcast by President Bola Tinubu, saying he did not address the fundamental issues that triggered the end bad governance protest in the country. The protest, which commenced on Thursday last week, have claimed many lives and also resulted in the destruction of properties worth billions of naira. This led to calls from different quarters for President Tinubu to address Nigerians in order to douse the concerns raised by the protesters and other citizens, including the cost of living crisis in the country. Now, in all these things that even when these eminent elders, some of you may call them, or prominent Nigerians, the question is that thank God I was not the only person, because having read the Tinubu speech Wednesday night, sorry, Saturday night, and woke up Sunday morning confirming that what I read a day before was actually the speech, I said, Wahala day, because the guy, whoever wrote that speech, just wrote beautiful nonsense, right? It did not in any way, shape, or form. Yesterday, I said that that speech is nothing but a pre campaign manifesto for 2027. Now, according to this report, it says that the speech, as was delivered, has led to calls from different quarters for President Tinubu to address Nigerian in order to, sorry, that the president heeded this call after this, many people asked him to, and made a broadcast in which he railed out the reasons for removal of fresh subsidy and the floating of the naira, stating that these were part of necessary reforms to the growth of Nigeria. Tinubu also itemized some of the interventions his government had made to cushion the effect of those policies, saying Nigeria stands to benefit more in the future. But again, if you look, I said the KKK state, the Kaduna, Katsina, and Kanu, where these protests have been very, very loud. It's, I hope that this is not what so many people are saying, because for some reason, since this morning, some people are beginning to say, the North are the ones behind this. The North is the one behind this. I say, sure. Are the Southerners, Southeasterners, Southerners, Southwesterners, the region that Tinubu come from, do they buy Gary cheaper? Even the corn that he promised, when he said recruit 50 million youths, what they will eat, cassava, eba, ewa, blah, blah, blah. Are they feeding better, right? Are they, I don't know. You tell me if these people are feeding better. Even to a point, as you all know, that his good friend Asari Dokubo at some point even said,
I said, if Ahmed Bola Tinubu fails, hold me responsible.
You say?
I say, if Tinubu fails, hold me responsible.
Thank you.
The job people are already angry that this is the worst government.
We have just started.
We must learn a lesson. This man!
You gotta trust man. Man, Adam. Ojo Abo. Your eyes will see what your mouth cannot talk.
well, now it is time to move to River State. But we cannot move to River State and tell you what is happening in River State without actually saying the sound of what is happening sounds go 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 go. So we cannot go to River State without bringing you the emperor of River State, the star boy of Abuja, and the drinker of 40 years whiskey in the person of Wike. Wike, what do you think before we go to your state? Now tell us, they do in Yanga. How about waiting?
When I hear people declaring for APC, saying that they want to continue the good job of Mr. President, the good job of people dying every day, the good job of Naira falling every day, I feel so ashamed that we have gotten to the level where sacrificing, people will come and say, look, I want to continue the good job of Buhari. What is the good job of Buhari? Of hunger is a good job, of poverty is a good job, of insecurity is a good job, of the economy falling is a good job. It's such a shameful thing. I can't believe that somebody will come out in today's Nigeria and say, I want to continue where Mr. Buhari has stopped. May God forgive. May God never allow that people to continue.
Weekend. May God never allow bad people to continue. Now you take your mouth to talk about. No be we talk about, right? No be we talk about. But today, in your own state of Rivers, we present to you, even when Asari Dokubo had threatened the people of Rivers, we present to you what your people in Rivers did today.
Live happening at Transmadi, Port Harcourt. Happening at Transmadi, Port Harcourt. We need 12
Basi, Daddy always say come aside. Basi, Daddy always say come aside. Made him move himself now. Good. Follow up the left, the upper element of where
Não nasci promessa. Yes or no food, hungry day. Hungry day. Happening at Port Harcourt, live at Samadi Port Harcourt, River State. Protest is going on. The peaceful protest is going
So you can see this is happening in Wike State. So what does that tell you? He does not have the power to stop people exercising their fundamental rights in Port Harcourt. Neither does he have neither does he have the power also to stop the people exercising their fundamental rights in Abuja. However, he's trying as much as possible the people, right, to not to protest. On the other hand, you can see also from another angle, people really come out expressing their rights. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this to us is to say that whoever is at the helm of affairs matters. When they protested on Thursday, the governor came out to address them. Since then, Port Harcourt have not recorded any form of looting. Port Harcourt has not recorded any crime, none. Because why? Because they have a very peaceful governor who is not interfering in the protest. He has not used, not another country police, the same Nigerian police is what they've been using in Port Harcourt. The same Nigerian police is what they've been using, and there has not been any shooting in any way, in any form, yet people come out in their numbers. But juxtapose that to Abuja, you feel sick, you feel ashamed. Why? Because in one state you have someone who has presented himself as a Democrat, and in the other you have someone who is dancing to the gallery to please his paymaster, to please the president, by not caring, using tear gas as perfume to all those who come out to say that they are protesting. This is River State. People are protesting. The session, it's been really, really one of the most peaceful places. If you talk about Lagos, if you talk about Rivers, Lagos, Aba, and Jos was also very, very peaceful, right? Well, the people, it appears. Do you hear what they are saying at the background? I hope. Let me allow you listen to what they are saying at the background. Not me talking. That's how the people feel. That's how they feel. Maybe after he has addressed them.
And I will win to amend Nigeria. The old man of 200 something.
This is a very huge hold up happening now. Yes, a very big hold up.
Okay, so Rivers. Rivers, still staying on Rivers. Just to show us. Now, while people they protest, the police, whether it was their car that broke down or that the fuel finished, no one knows. On a comic side, police
they push their motor. Police they push their motor. Bad government. Yeah. Wanna help police now? Wanna help them? Police they push motor. Government. Police they push their motor. Police they push their motor.
Nigeria and our cruise. They say police they push their motor because maybe they were not given enough money to buy petrol to come and control the people that have come out to protest, right? Still in Port Harcourt, still in Port Harcourt, still in Port Harcourt, the people came out and their protest was really, really massive. You know, Port Harcourt was, you know, it was to the dollar, honestly. The Port Harcourt protest was really, you know, by many observers, one of the most peaceful states that have observed these protests. And it's not a surprise that it has remained peaceful. There has not been any invasion. Why? Look at Port Harcourt. There's not been any invasion. So the people are saying that Tinubu must go. Now, you have seen how Port Harcourt has, I just want us to know one thing. You've seen how peaceful Port Harcourt has remained. Now let's go to Abuja. You will see the difference between civility and madness. Why? Because of leadership. There is a reason why people are losing their lives in these 2024 protests as opposed to during the time of Goodluck Ebere Jonathan. This is Abuja. Today, people are coming out, and you can look at now the way they are being tear gas is being fired at them. But one thing that is to be observed here from the people of Abuja is that it appears they have rehearsed the act of back to sender. Because once this tear gas canister comes to them, they take it, they shoot it back to where it came from. Watch. Yeah.
We are tired with this government.
Pay attention. This is happening where the president and all the ministers are sitting on. This is happening where the little emperor is sitting, right? These people are defying them in Abuja. I will not be surprised to wake up or later tonight to hear that there has been curfew in Abuja for people not to come out tomorrow. But I think tomorrow, in my prediction, may actually turn out to be a very bloody day.
I took it for my children. I took it for my grandchildren. My eyes are red. Boys are hungry. Hungry men are hungry men. I'm taking it. I'll take more for my children. We go.
This country can never be better. Yes. But we will fight for our rights. Yes. We will fight for our rights. If you like, carry go and shoot us. We promise we're going to protest peacefully. But you are pouring out tear gas. You are doing it to yourself, and God is watching you.
Now, we have seen the people of Abuja saying capital rejectamento to what is happening to them. Another angle of the tear gas that was fired to them, watch with clarity here. Very peaceful. Very, very peaceful. The people on their own organized. No, traffic was still ongoing. But the Nigerian police decided that they have to make it, they have to really do things that is not necessary to the people. Started firing tear gas. Okay. At some point, this must be said. At some point in Abuja today, at the suburb of Abuja, the Nigerian police used live bullet on protesters. This is the reason why I think tomorrow, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but it might be bloody, because watch what happened in a suburb.
See you. See how Jagasu. Look at the live bullets. See live bullets.
You know, I don't know what happens to our humanity whenever people go into government. Imagine these protesters are our own children. They have approached us to say, Daddy, we are hungry. And they have protested that they are hungry. Are we going to go give individuals, other people, bullets to shoot our children because they've come to tell us that they are hungry? This doesn't make sense. In the United Kingdom, for instance, in the last couple of days, as a result of someone, a black guy who they accuse of having a mental health issues, stabbed a couple of children where they were dancing ballet or dance ballet practice, and 3 of them died and riot broke. And it has led into destruction of shops, the high streets. But if you watch the Prime Minister yesterday, the Prime Minister was very, very direct and said that anyone who was involved in that menace of looting must and will be brought to book. When criminality is involved, use the state apparatchik to deal with it and ensure that that does not reoccur. But when the people are peaceful, it beats me silly to think that the state can actually do this. All because there is someone who is sitting down somewhere as an emperor, and you want that individual to keep staying where that individual is. Well, we shall see. Those of you who are seeking to join the stream, I'll share the link on the comment section. I shared the stream on the comment section. You can join me and have your say. Now let's move to Lagos, because in Lagos we've seen the people come out also to defy what is happening. They can always tell you that there is hunger in the land, that they are hungry. There is no two ways about it. These individuals are hungry. Nigerians, and not only these individuals, Nigerians are indeed hungry. And they are protesting, telling you, we are hungry. You know, they had us to understand. We are hungry.
The reason why I'm here is more or less to exercise my political franchise. You understand? That's the freedom of speech, the freedom of airing out your mind. Now, the first day, the second day, the third day, they did this protest. I was not able to come out, but today emotionally I was touched, because it's like as if I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do. You understand? Now I am here on the protest ground to air out my mind to the president, looking like this. This spot symbolizes hunger, and my outfit is the anger in me to let the government know that I am not happy. Like you can see, this is my ID card. I got done with my NYSC service. I was able to serve Nigeria with all my strength, and I was done as at last year. And you can see I graduated from Imo State University. I have nothing to hide. I just want the government to know. Now the reason is because The government has not been doing what he or she is supposed to do for the betterment of the youth of this country. We are not lazy. Listen, a lot of youth graduate from the university. Almost 10,000 youths leave the university every year, and I can beat my chest and tell you for free that there is no good job out there. If you look at outside country, probably when a student is done with his or her educational pursuit, there is a job waiting for that person, a professional job at that. But I tell you for free, in Nigeria, there are a lot of graduates out there that are suffering.
Okay. So this young man has also put his point across that he's hungry. He hasn't got a job. Now, this is a symbol of hunger. This woman has her own pot on her head.
Nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ fi ọmọ aráyé ń pàtó ni mo lè rí wípé kò sí nǹkan kan tí mo máa jẹ. Ọjọ́ ta yìí gangan mo ti ń tajà. Wọ́n gbówó mi lọ. Ìdààmú kọ́kọ́ borí ọkàn mi. Ọmọ tó kú, mo wà ní pàǹtì ní June 11. Àkọ́bí mi dẹ̀ jáde láyé ní June 12. Mo wá wà lójú kan bí omi adágún tí mo gbé pọ́ọ̀tù jáde nìyẹn. Tí mo fi gbé pọ́ọ̀tù jáde nù pé ọmọ aráyé ò lè rí mi, wọ́n ò lè ṣàánú mi. Kò jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Kí ìjọba kó ṣàánú wa, kán bá wa sọ gbogbo nǹkan fún àwọn tí ń tà, kán bá wa lẹ́sì ẹ̀ o, ó le jù. Bí n bá gba owó, màá fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọjà padà ní. Mi ò ra aṣọ, mi ò ra nǹkan kan, ṣùgbọ́n kí n máa ṣiṣẹ́, kí n máa jẹun. Bọ́lá ń bá dẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ dé, ó tán síbẹ̀ nìyẹn.
Very sad to watch. Now, to tell you the level of anger, the video here, you have someone bought gala to share to the people who have come out today in Ojota to protest. And the following happened. Hunger is real. The people just want gala like this. Now everybody, they can't even wait just to get one gala.
Nigerian youths rushing gala and drinks at the scene of the protests. Of course, someone already purchased that, and of course, there's a lot of hunger in the land, so the people couldn't even wait to, have it share accordingly. Rather, they rushed it.
you can see that's Ojota. That's Ojota, as you can see there. And still, this is the propaganda of the federal government. For some reason, that video still refused to play. Anyway, maybe it's good for them that their propaganda would not be heard here, you know. Hmm. There's always been, there is this rough fight still ongoing between the APC camp and as they still attack Tinubu. Sorry, as they attack Peter Obi. But again, it's not something that one wants to go into now. So let's go to the Twitter and see what Nigerians are actually uh, saying, right? Let's go to the Twitter. There is a trending hashtag, or there are a couple of trending hashtags actually trending on Twitter. Aside that the market is down, caused by the yen 0.25% interest increase that has really plunged the markets, the conventional market and the crypto markets. Obviously, if you're a trader, if you're a hodler, you should know that the portfolios are down. That's what it is. Now, the protest, as it is, appears to be going towards the direction of Tinubu must go. That is now what the people are chanting, right? They've imposed 5-hour curfew in Jos, and the people of Jos are now saying, no, we're not going to take this. Let's watch and see how Jos has not been. In fairness, Jos has not been in any way. They've not been violent actually in their. So the people in Jos, they are climbing military tank. This guy is. They are climbing military tank. You know, I don't know why that's doing that, but why they are climbing.
When I hear people declaring for APC, saying that they want to continue the good job of Mr. President, the good job of people dying every day, the good job of Naira falling every day, I feel so ashamed that we have gotten to the level where sacrificing. People will come and say, look, I want to continue the good job of Buhari. What is the good job of Buhari? Of hunger, of poverty is good job, of insecurity is good job, of the economy falling is a good job. It's such a shameful thing. I can't believe that somebody will come out in today's Nigeria and say, I want to continue where Mr. Buhari has stopped. May God forgive. You never allowed that people to continue.
Organa, you take your mouth, talk about. May God never allow that people to continue. And Nigerians are now probably saying that those people should not continue. But it appears it's upsetting some people that the people in question should continue. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So may God not allow these people to continue. Said by you, not any other person. No, these things are out there. the things you said by yourself, not any other person. Now you by yourself alone said all these things. So no be another person talk am on your own behalf, right? Another person no talk am on your own behalf. In Port Harcourt, there are interesting videos that I've gotten people also talking where you have people who dressed in legalias like Babalawo dancing, some of them performing some ritual like uh, stuff like that. But I wish it appears my internet is playing up. It appears my internet is. I hope MTN is not trying to do. I hope they are not trying to do funny things on my internet. I hope they are not. My internet is playing up. I hope you can hear me. Suddenly it appears everything is frozen here. Okay. Should that be the case, we'll let the stream end and we'll come back later. So, guys, okay, things appear to be working again. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to this platform, please, by all means, do subscribe, like, and share this stream. Please, please. When I look at how many of you that have actually liked this stream, that isn't, that encouraging, actually. Only 40 of you, only 40 people. How about now? We can do better than this with over 2,159 views and only 41. Make we dey count am as they go up, abi? Okay, make we dey count am na 42. Oya, try now, try now. You wey dey watch me, make you try. Try now, haba. Eh? Have you want me before you like it? You want me to dance go 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 ongo so that you can like it now? Okay, make we do go 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 ongo. Hmm? Eh? Please, Chuku says there are even prison channels that are broadcasting from UK. I don't know. It appears something is happening. I don't know. Something is. I don't know what's I don't know if they have the capability of doing it, but it is weird. I must say. Mm. It is weird that these things are kind of happening. I must say it was. Okay, Bohabia Ejo. Port Harcourt people know they smile, honestly. The videos that I've seen coming out of Port Harcourt, it's wild. As in wild. Mhm. The video that I've seen out of Port Harcourt it's something else. All right. So I'm still trying to get you. Well, when a puppet is in power, anything is possible. Yeah. No, don't laugh. For this is a very wonderful video. Don't laugh. So this, look at this video from Port Harcourt. Nigeria, they catch cruise. Actually, you see the thing, eh? I actually prefer it when people are protesting and catching fun. You know, one of the things I really liked about the NSAS when it started was the musical element of it. And I give it to Imo. Imo had the best musical concert. Sadly, Imo had the worst, was worst hit when the infiltration came, the prison break, the killing, and it spread all over Southeast. The idiotic destruction of police stations by us, by the people of Southeast. Let no one tell you that it was outside, that it was our own criminals who went around destroying police stations in the southeast. But at the initial stage, it is better that people come out, protest, have fun, even inject some element of comedy to it. Life no day too, as opposed to take it too serious and at the end of the day, killing hundreds and thousands of people. So here in Port Harcourt, this woman has just to be hanged. The clock done the There's a more pardon promote. I'm loving Port Harcourt. Honestly, this protest, I'm loving Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt is, Port Harcourt is injecting so much fun. That's a, that's why it's a multi-climb. That's a multi-climb motto. See, it's a marvelous climb motto. I mean, somebody carry on. Now person motor now the damage like that now person motor because at the end of the day the roof roof go here Port Harcourt una do well una do well. Oh dear. Anyway, una do well. Now there is this trending video from Dambello. Dambello, couple of weeks ago, I think about 2 weeks ago, I had an interview with him, and he released the video this morning. Honestly, I will pause the video frame by frame and read out what he's saying for those of you that does not understand Hausa. Make of the video whatever you want to. My hand no there. But if you understand something is happening with this video, in the next couple of weeks, it will become too obvious with what is happening in this video. Just watch. Now, he starts by saying, why is the fuel price high in Nigeria? Listen to his narrative.
Me yasa man fetur ke tsada a Najeriya? Bari in fahimci mu.
Let me explain. Tulumbu, not Tinubu, Tulumbu and his family owns Owando Oil Company.
Tulumbu da iyalan shi ne suka mallaki kamfanin mai na Owando. Sannan ba su daɗe da.
They recently bought Ajip Oil Company in
sai kamfanin mai na Ajip a Najeriya ba, wanda shi
which is the sole owner of 17 oil blocks and provides 11 million barrels of oil annually.
Shi kuma mamallakin rijiyoyi mai ne guda 17 kuma yana haƙo garwan mai miliyan 11 ko.
Anyway, I'll leave that to you to read. So I hope it's not tiny on your screen.
Shekara. Saboda haka yanzu rijiyoyin man nan mallakar iyalan Tulumbu ne. Bayan an haƙo ɗanyen mai sai tacewa domin cire fetur, dizal da sauransu. Maimakon a tace ma a Najeriya, a'a sai aka zaɓi ƙasar Malta wanda ko rabin Lagos bai kai a girma ba. Ga tambaya, me yasa ƙasa kamar Najeriya ba ta iya tace mai ba, amma ƙasar da ko rabin Lagos ba ta kai girma ba, za ta iya tace min da mutanen Najeriya su dogara a kai. A shekara ta 2011, babban kamfanin mai na Malta, Enemed, ya rattaba hannu akan takardun ba da aron masana'antunta na sarrafa mai da ajiyewa zuwa ga kamfanin Ras Hanzir. Su waye suka mallaki kamfanin Ras Hanzir? Iyalan Tulumbu a ƙarƙashin jagorancin Wale Tulumbu da taimakon Adewale Tulumbu Junior. Wale tare da iyalan Tinubu su ne kuma suke shugabancin kamfanin Owando wanda na baku labari tun farko. Yau wato bari mu sauka bayanan. Iyalan Tinubu sun mallaki kamfanin Owando wanda ya rijiyoyin mai na Ajib. Yanzu kuma ya karba aran kamfanin sarrafa mai a Malta da sunan Rasanzir. To idan ba ku ruɗe ba, yanzu haka Rasanzir mallakar iyalan Tinubu ya kafa matatar mai a Malta, sannan kuma ya saye kamfanin sarrafa mai da ajiye man da ya karba aro a shekarar 2021. Saboda haka yanzu suna da rijiyoyin mai, kamfanin tace mai, kamfanin sarrafa mai da wuraren aje tacecin mai. Saura shigo da mai ne kawai ya rage Najeriya. Saboda haka Tinubu na zama shugaban kasa abin da ya fara yi shine cire tallafin man fetur saboda arzikin shi ya karu. Kuma duk da haka akwai tallafin da yake biya a ɓoye daga asusun ƙasa zuwa nashi aljihun kamun ya ida cire tallafin baki ɗaya ya zama daga aljihunku ne yake zuwa nashi aljihun. Ya haƙo ya sayar da kanshi ya kai Malta ya sarrafa sannan ya dawo kuma ya sayar muku. Kuma ya ɗebi kuɗi daga asusun ƙasa ya biya kanshi tallafin man fetur. Ga kuma alaƙa wannan zaluncin da farashin dala. Najeriya tana samun dala ne idan ta sayar da ɗanyen mai a ƙasashen waje. To in ta sayar da man sannan ta ɗibo wannan dalolin ta dawo da su gida, kun ga za a samu wadatar dala, farashin dala zai kasa. Amma me yasa ba a samu wadatar dala a Najeriya? Saboda idan an sai da ɗanyen man ana amfani da dalolin ne a siyo tataccen mai da ƙasar waje, yanzu mafi akasari daga ƙasar Malta. Da wajen sama da dala biliyan 2 a shekara 2023 kacal. Wannan zai sa Najeriya ba ta da isassun dalolin da za ta kawo gida ta sayar, lamarin da zai ƙara farashin dala. To sai dai waye a halin yanzu yake da isassun daloli da zai iya dawowa gida ya sayar a farashi mai yawa? Tinubu da iyalansa. Kai kuma Dangote da karambani sai ka gina matatan man da ya fi kowanne girma a duk faɗin duniya, ko ka san me haka zai jawo farashin mai a cikin Najeriya da farashin dala? Ku rubuta mu a comment section.
Dan Bello, that's, I'm very careful now before I'm accused of anything, but I think the fight between Dangote and NNPCL will get more interesting. The fight will get more interesting. The fight with the cabal. That's why I believe that the presidency has made this video. I don't know why that video. Let me try to download that video again. I don't know why that video is not downloading, right? Let me try once more because where is, okay, let me try that video once more. I have someone here who is calling on the line. Hello. Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. If you're listening to me, please could you turn off the device you're listening with? Okay.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, this is Gladys.
Okay, Gladys, you're welcome.
Fine, thank you, Mazi.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying the program.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much for what you are doing. We can see what is going on today. It's actually expected that such was going to take place.
Mm-hmm.
And what we saw in Kano, the protesters are carrying them. Is it Russian flags all about?
Mm-hmm.
I pray that may God have mercy on us, because the way I see us doing, we know that Nigerians are really angry and hungry. May something good come out of this protest. You know that after the protest, they still go back to their former ways of going through things. They've really actually enjoyed for years. And protesting now is necessary. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, my dear. You're welcome.
Yes.
Thank you. Thanks for the call.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you've heard that. That's Gladys, as she said. She just called to air her view. If you want to air your view, the number is on the screen. WhatsApp only. We'll take your call and let the world know what you are thinking. Now, as I said before, for the second time, the video is not playing, or rather, but as I want to really show us the level of propaganda,
and return Nigeria to the old order where they exploited our resources.
because there are things when you hear them, you will wonder, who is this government actually talking to?
The corruption cabal is fighting.
Let's try this one once more.
They are asking you to protest, destroy our peace, and return Nigeria to the old order where they exploited our resources, leaving nothing for today's youths or our unborn children. They want you to hate President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and blame him for Nigeria's problems since 1960. But what is his crime? He ended the Forex scam by unifying exchange rates. Gone are the days when overnight billionaires were made because someone at the CBN gave them free dollars to sell on the black market and cash out big. The fake BDCs that made billions from this scam have closed shop. Nigeria now fulfills its obligations to foreign partners and investors because dollars in the CBN vault are no longer used for illegal trade on the black market. More investments are coming in, and our global rating has improved. These overnight billionaires stole from you. They are angry that their illegal cash flow has been stopped. That is why they are asking you to protest and rampage. They are not alone. Their comrades in the oil and gas sector are upset too. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu ended the subsidy scam that lasted for decades.
You know what we are going to do, people? Let me see if you can hear the audio at least. If not for anything, let's listen to the audio.
The corruption cabal is fighting back, and they want to use you. They are asking you to protest, destroy our peace, and return Nigeria to the old order where they exploited our resources, leaving nothing for today's youths or our unborn children. They want you to hate President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and blame him for Nigeria's problems since 1960. But what is his crime? He ended the Forex scam by unifying exchange rates. Gone are the days when overnight billionaires were made because someone at the CBN gave them free dollars to sell on the black market and cash out big. The fake BDCs that made billions from this scam have closed shop. Nigeria now fulfills its obligations to foreign partners and investors because dollars in the CBN vault are no longer used for illegal trade on the black market. More investments are coming in, and our global rating has improved. These overnight billionaires stole from you. They are angry that their illegal cash flow has been stopped. That is why they are asking you to protest and rampage. They are not alone. Their comrades in the oil and gas sector are upset too. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu ended the subsidy scam that lasted for decades. Other presidents couldn't do it because they feared the blackmail and revenge of these dark billionaires, who are the reason Nigeria lacks something as little as a public water system since 1960. But President Tinubu called their bluff. He placed Nigeria above them. He ended subsidies and is steadily building Nigeria's refineries to solve the problem once and for all. They are sad because Nigeria's progress isn't what they want. They see Nigeria as a cash cow for their expensive yachts and vacation homes abroad, while you suffer. Yet, they encourage you to protest. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has cut their hands from the treasury. He is using our money to better the lives of ordinary Nigerians. For the first time in our post-independence history, Nigerian students are now receiving loans and stipends to study and graduate without worrying about funds. The son of a nobody can now access quality education, get good jobs, and raise their family from poverty. Those unhappy with progress want to destroy it. Every attempt to lower the cost of food, transportation, and basic amenities. They want you angry and destructive. If you protest, you're helping their evil agenda. Don't let them win. You have a president fighting for you, and he needs your support to defeat these cankerworms holding back our national progress.
Now, you've listened to this. I believe you heard him. I believe you heard the video, right? And what the video talks about. But the video failed woefully to talk about the reason why the people are protesting, and that is still like Tinubu's address. The video failed to talk about the reason why the people are on the street. Is it too much to actually address the reason why the people are on the street. Honestly, it's I don't know. I don't know about you, but the more I listen to these things, the more I think I don't understand these people, or lie. I don't understand them. I don't understand them. Because you can hear the propaganda there that he wants to do this, do the other one. That's why people are protesting. What does he want to do? He's just listen to. Let me not say certain things, I beg, but this is crazy. I mean, it's as crazy as anything you can think of. To be honest with you, right? They just, this is a proper gaslight. It's just like maybe they think that every Nigerian is an idiot. Oh, the reason why they are calling you to protest is that they want to destroy. Who says that protest is destruction? Hence the reason why many of us are calling, please, please come. When you are protesting, do not destroy anything. They don't want to do that. They don't want, they keep gaslighting people so that people would find a way to destroy. Now, when people are destroying something, when the police ought to work, the police will suddenly not work. But when the police supposed to not arrest people, they will go ahead and arrest people. But when it comes to the point where you should now protect the people who are protesting genuinely, as we have seen in Abuja, as we have seen in Plateau, no, you won't do that, right? You won't. Let's see. Now let's get this in now. Listen to this encounter with the protesters and the Nigerian army, so that you guys will understand part of what I'm saying here.
I am Lieutenant General Uwe, Commander 4 Brigade. I am out this afternoon because of the illegality that is happening. I wonder if all of the illegality is the blocking of road by citizens of the yes, as citizens, you have the right to peaceful protest. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you have the right to choose whether to protest or not to protest.
Yes, sir.
It becomes an infringement on your fundamental human rights. If somebody prevents you from protesting, but you are also infringing on the fundamental human rights of another person if you force him to protest with you. Every citizen of Nigeria is entitled to freedom of action, freedom of movement. If you stop him from moving, then you have infringed on his rights. So you don't have the right to stop people from moving. This is international law. This is international.
The internet has started its thing again.
So people are coming from Abuja, from Sokoto, from everywhere to pass to Lagos. Some for medical attention. Are you hearing?
Yes, sir.
Some to catch international flights, but you stop them from going. That is not acceptable, please. So that's why I'm here now to appeal to you people. Please open the door, allow people to pass. But it is not negotiable. You must open the door. That you must open. Because I'm the commander here, you go to listen. So that anything, say it, I'm listening to you. The government is ready to listen. They are saying you want to protest. Go to Ring Road, he will listen to you there. Okay. Madam, you want to talk?
Yes, sir.
Please go ahead.
Okay, sir. Please, sir. I want to...
By the way, I believe this is a door. right? That's the location of this. So listen and pay attention.
To ask one question. This one where we say people they protest now. If they open road, they pass, they waka. Who want protest? Because we are suffering. We are suffering.
Yes, you man.
She has said if nobody joins her in the military, we call that mutiny. If you want to do something, what is your name, madam?
My name is Cynthia, Mrs. Cynthia.
Okay, your name is Mrs. Cynthia.
Yes, sir.
You cannot ask to be able to join you to do what you want to do. It is my right to do what I want to do. You cannot force me to say I will join you to be Cynthia. I'm not Cynthia. I'm Ebenezer Oduebo. So I'm entitled to my own decision. So you cannot force me to do your own decision. You want to protest? No problem. Protest. I don't want to protest. I stay on my own. You cannot say I must protest with you. Just like I cannot say you that you want to protest, you cannot protest. So if you block people, you are infringing on their fundamental human rights. And they have the right to resist you. And we don't want any anarchy. That is why we want to say, please, madam, open the road. People were complaining before. Bandits, the open road. You never they block now. They know that when they try to do, then you are able to do worse. You are oppressing people.
I like this is,
You are oppressing people.
you know, no matter what you think about the military, this is the type of engagement and civil engagement. You see, the general spoke. The mama said, okay, if we open road now, so now be say nobody they join us, but at least he said the civility, explaining something to her, she would understand it better. She would understand what it means to protest. She would understand what it means that where your right stops might be where another person's right starts. But assuming the woman asked this question and the military slapper, or they shoot gun or shoot tear gas, as was being done and still being done in Abuja as we speak, do you think there will be, there will be peace? We've seen videos from Delta and Abuja where large number of people are shouting to the military to help them take over the government. Well, no matter how you look at it, I still believe that the mistake we made in 1966 by cutting short the democracy without allowing it to grow properly led us into the mess we are in today. When military now came in and started messing up after that. I strongly believe that no matter how fantastic it may sound, the military have nothing, because all the people I see, I don't think they do not have what it takes to say they will come and take over and govern. Yes, there are fault lines. Yes, our democracy is not where we ought to be, but I think we can still make progress. And making progress, the civil protest is part of making progress. Eventually, to fine tune it to where we would want it to be. So let's listen to this tape to an end.
These people they be on this road for more than 3 hours. You oppress them. So you don't have right to oppress them. So please open the road and let them pass.
Okay, there is no protest now again.
Nobody says you should not protest. Go to Ringo. People are in the Ringo.
Mama, Mama never, Mama never understand them. Our own na protest na every everybody must, everybody must be involved. So that's what actually happened. Hmm? So our own, we must close road. Everybody who born you must join. So I will be coming down and beg. Wetin dey mean be say you can protest, but you must not force other people to protest. But the army or police or you people must know that when other people come to protest, you do not have any right to shoot them tear gas to go home as long as they are peaceful, as long as they are not looting, they are not damaging any property. You do not have any right to shoot them with either tear gas or with ammunition or live ammunition, rubber bullet, whatever it is. You do not have that right.
This is federal government road. You are not. Likewise, and then follow you. People don't want to protest, and let them go their way. So, gentlemen, I really appreciate everyone. Enjoy election very much. Let's go back.
Anyway, bottom line remains, finally, the soldiers address them. For some of you who are actually saying, talking about the happenings in the United Kingdom, I think my view remains that it's something that should not have degenerated into the ethnic fight and slow that it has degenerated into, right? Which is, in my view, a tragedy. It should not have. Now, people who are in the United Kingdom, some of them in some areas are now afraid to go to certain areas, even some to go to, market or something like that. I mean, when I say market, I mean town centers, Some of them really, okay, breaking news. Breaking news, people. Oh, Nigeria on a cruise, wallahi. Nigeria, they cruise. You see the breaking news, people? Hmm? Breaking news. Those flying Russian flag are committing treason. Okay. Those flying Russian flag are committing treason. All right. That's the breaking news. So if you're protesting in Kaduna, in Kano, if you're flying Russian flag, so let it be known to you that you're committing treason. Don't say that you didn't know. Don't say that you did not know, because now you've been told you are committing treason if you keep flying those flags. As long as you fly those flags, be it Russia, be it anywhere else, you are committing treason according to them. But, well, wait until some legal minds will come and actually interpret that to know if that is the case, as that's been said by the Chief of Defense Staff, right? If you look at here, Chief of Defense Staff, breaking news, protesters flying Russian flag have committed treason, Defense Chief. General Christopher Mustafa, Chief of Defense Staff, says those flying Russian flag in Nigeria have committed treasonable offense. Speaking after an emergency security session. I told us before that the security chiefs were in a meeting with the president. And as a result, part of what they briefed, because obviously that would have scared them. I told you they would have, have some shite in their pants because it really scared them. Hence, coming out to take this stand that this should not happen, probably moving forward. And he says here that the chief of defense staff, speaking after an emergency security meeting session with President Bola Tinubu at Aso, the general vowed that the law would catch up with such people. Warning those calling for coup. Musa said the military had accepted democracy and regime change would not be allowed. Well, like I said before, those calling for military coup are doing that out of frustration. The videos are out there, but I do not support that call. I do not support that call. The military have not shown competence and deep understanding that we have Nigeria balkanized in the nonsensical manner states are created without putting too much consideration to people and ethnicity and culture, balkanizing people like Butcher, who is strong, was caused by the military. They have not shown, competence and capacity because most of them basically just looted the resources of the nation like the politicians do. Therefore, the only thing is that over time, supporting democracy means that we may at some point, and pray that through these interventions, eventually that Nigerians must come to a point where democracy is practiced better, not these kakistocracy and plutocrats or kleptocrats that we have now, right? Um, Now, as part of what they discussed with Tinubu now, as an update, see what he says here. We wanted to brief Mr. President on the situation on ground, and we know that since the riot has started, all the security agencies, you can see all of us together. Initially, when the riot started, they said it was a peaceful one. But we have realized that there are individuals that are willing to take advantage of it to cause mayhem. And we can see clearly what has happened since it commenced. Criminals have taken over, a lot of looting taking place, stealing, and all sorts happening. Chief of Defense Staff, I say, sorry, sir, you are not saying the truth. The protest remains peaceful, and the protest has been peaceful. If there were places where people looted, it is the job of the security agents to apprehend them and deal with them. No one that is in his right senses is supporting the looting and destruction of properties in Nigeria. No. People are not anarchists. People are not sadists. But if there are infiltrators who have infiltrated to cause mayhem, bear in mind the first point of infiltration are those paid by the government of the day to infiltrate the protest. We've seen hundreds of videos in Abuja where they are paid 5,000, 3,000. Even some were not paid, some were deceived, and they did not receive any form of payment. Please, anybody you see trying to destroy anything during the protest, arrest the individual and deal with accordingly. Anybody you see looting, arrest the individual and deal with individual accordingly. But you must stop this gaslighting that you started calling it riot. Riot where? How? What we saw in Aba is no riot. What we saw in Ogun and Osun is no riot. What we saw in Plateau, in Lagos, in Abuja is no riot. In Kaduna and in Kano is no riot. However, there were areas in Kaduna that they looted and also areas in Kano. What the people are asking is that in those areas, you should have sent your men to arrest those who were engaging in looting. Nobody they defend who they steal now. If somebody they steal, go catch them. Which kind wahala be this one self? Why not they behave like this? Wetin they worry on herself? Huh? If you fly Russian flag, of course. I support, honestly, I support that one. Why wetin Russian flag they do self? Huh? Wetin Russian flag they do? Now, and again, I tell you, if you're going to join this you're going to join protest, please. If you're going to join protest, be rest assured though, it no be more matter. This is the type of this firm decision I want leadership to take. Listen to this. This is the UK Prime Minister. As a result of the riot happening in the UK, that one is different. It's a riot because three kids were killed. But even at that, when you're angry and you're rioting, you have no right to steal anything. And this is the Prime Minister saying the following words. See? Violent thuggery. It's just like if somebody now comes and say, oh, this protest, anyone you see online saying end bad governance protest, hey, go and loot shop, go to this person, go and loot it. You're basically a criminal. There is no two ways about it. Just like the British Prime Minister said they're going to deal in the UK, that is the case. It is a case of looting, criminality, breaking, just nothing like you're no different from armed robber, you're no different from kidnapper because you're kidnapping people's goods. You're stealing people's hard-earned money. No one that has sense should actually support such. But again, know that those who promised you something, who said they will continue where the other one stopped, when people didn't know that when they told you they are going to go from consumption to no sorry when they said they are going to go from top to bottom, we didn't know what they mean. They were going to go
ABC Nigeria from top to bottom, top to bottom, top to bottom.
So they were going to go from top to bottom. We didn't know. And they were equivocating. We didn't also.
Today, I want to declare without
Organo, bite your tongue. But something is very clear. However you look at it, Nigeria is going like this. It's going like this. It's going like this. Nigeria is like Sapele Road. Agreement will go front.
5 days it is Sapele Road. I know go back, I know go front. I know Giri make you go back. I know Giri make you come. The road you don't support. The people ask I know Giri make you open the road. While I do no back, no foot, nothing. Government no look at the people. What you call government be this? I beg government the beg pays.
Agree go back, agree confront. So which kind of government is this? Government are the beg people.
When I hear people declaring for APC, saying that they want to continue the good job of Mr. President, the good job of people dying every day, the good job of Naira falling every day, I feel so ashamed that we have gotten to the level where sacrificing, people will come and say, look, I want to continue the good job of Buhari. What is the good job of Buhari? Of hunger is a good job. Of poverty is a good job. Of insecurity is a good job. Of the economy falling is a good job. It's such a shameful thing. I can't believe that somebody will come out in today's Nigeria and say, I want to continue where Mr. Buhari has stopped. May God forgive. May God never allow that.
Well, may God never allow bad people to continue. Yet, the same people promised you something. And adult began to mutilate election result in Rivers State. Mutilator. after mutilating, you were rewarded with FCT minister. Oh yeah, I'll continue. Anyway, no matter what you look, however you look at it, they've met with Mr. President. From all indications, they are afraid that some of their junior boys may want to kick their butts and take over, you know. So at the end of the day, that's what it is. If they're angry and, you see what else can if people are angry and are calling for whatever they are calling for, I do not, like I said, I do not believe it is the right thing to do, but everyone has their opinion, and opinions, when you say them, have consequences. So, and that is the level I will leave it. So I thank you. I thank you very much for joining me this afternoon. I will be handing this over to the Twitter space, guys. Stay back. There is a very interesting conversation happening on the Twitter space, right? So I'll be bringing in the Twitter space right in. Very interesting conversation still on this protest. Let's listen to this Twitter space.
nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ fi ọmọ aráyé ń pàtó ni mo lè rí wípé kò sí nǹkan kan tí mo máa jẹ ọjọ́ ta yìí gangan mo ti ń tajà wọ́n gbówó mi lọ ìdààmú kọ́kọ́ borí ọkàn mi ọmọ tó kú mo wà ní pàǹtì ní June 11 àkọ́bí mi dẹ̀ jáde láyé ní June 12 mo wá wà lójú kan bí omi adágún tí mi gbé pọ́ọ̀tù jáde nìyẹn ní tí mo fi gbé pọ́ọ̀tù jáde nù pé ọmọ aráyé ò lè rí mi wọ́n ò lè ṣàánú mi bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. kí ìjọba kó ṣàánú wa kán bá wa sọ gbogbo nǹkan fún àwọn tí ń tà kán bá wa lẹ́sìn ẹ̀ ó le jù. bí n bá gba owó màá fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọjà padà ní mi ò raṣọ mi ò ra nǹkan kan ṣùgbọ́n kí n máa ṣiṣẹ́ kí n máa jẹun bọ́lá ń bá dẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ dé ó tán síbẹ̀ nìyẹn.
Since then, nobody has come out to protest. It can't just be only me. So I just want to use this minute to speak to the masses in Abuja. Let's just come out. Other states are coming out. Kaduna, Port Harcourt, Hanabia, they are coming out. And it's not only them that are suffering this alone. We also here. We're also going through a lot. I'm a student, for crying out loud. Everything is rising beyond limit, like to my own capacity self. I'm the only one feeding myself, sponsoring myself, and we are not saying anything. We're just sitting out inside. Some people are just there watching TikTok and doing some other thing. Please let us come out, please. I can't face them all alone. I'm not seeing anybody protesting from Abuja. I wish I can just be at Abuja or somewhere I can just to show how I feel inside of me, how the fire is burning inside of me. But I'm not getting this kind of vibe here. Hello, can you hear me, please?
Yes, we can still hear you.
Okay. So I'm not getting this kind of vibe, like this kind of spirit that is inside of me here in Abeokuta, and it's really killing me off. It's really paining me. And what's good? The second thing I want to talk about is at the first day of the protest, some people that were there, they were saying all we want is reduction of fuel price, but we are saying we should not forget we are dealing with politicians that play dirty games. We should not just use this opportunity to say, yeah, all we want is to bring down the fuel price, because these people are very, very like sneaky in their way and wise in their own way. Because they can just decide to bring the forest down tomorrow now, and just to die down the protest from everywhere. And later on, they can just increase the fuel price again. So it's not until then. It's not until then that we still come out again that no, we want this. Let's just fight for our rights. Let's just fight. Let end bad governance. Let them bring down the fuel price, the reduction of foodstuffs. Our grandmas and our grandpas are out there too. They're also in hunger. They served the state government for 30 years, and their pensioners are withheld. So this is our voice. This is our chance to just raise our voice and join them to join their voice as well. We should fighting for reduction of fuel price. We are fighting for everything as well, because some people are saying fuel price. All we want is fuel price. All we want is fuel price. All we want is fuel price. Please, that's all. Please.
Thank you for your submission. Abuja people, you heard him. Please, I beg you, with everything you hold dear, let's stand up for our country. Let us try. At least we have one willing person now. Ayotomiwa is willing. So
Alma,
please.
your stuff is echoing.
Really? Okay. Maybe somebody. Okay. Is it okay now? Yeah, someone's mic was on.
Yes, it's better
Okay.
now.
It's okay now, switcher. Okay. Thank you so much. Someone's mic was on. Okay. Abiyakuta people, please. Ayotomiwa is here. He's one willing person who, wants to, exercise his rights. Please, can we have like minds like him, join with him in Abiyakuta, and let us stand for good governance in Nigeria. Thank you. Ade, you can go, and after you, we'll have Sweet Child. Ade, are you there? Adedeji.
Yes, I am here.
Okay. Sweet Child, please. Okay, please go.
Yes, thank you guys. Please, I want to say, first of all, thank you to everyone who are out there battling. We are live here at the Nigerian High Commission in New York.
Sorry, is the background noise from you too, Ade?
You'll probably hear some interferences, yes, because I'm outside. We are live at the protest ground. So that probably would be
Okay.
account for why you're
Where
hearing the background
where
noise.
from which state, please? From which are you still on the protest ground?
That's what I said, yes.
It's in New York. It's in New York.
Right now, yes.
Oh
Yes,
wow,
that's
amazing.
what I
Keep
said.
on.
And we're live here. You can hear background noise. You can hear them shouting, only. The ambassador, whoever it is, initially said he doesn't want to come address the people because the president spoke to them. He had addressed our concerns. And we told him that Tinubu disgraced himself and insulted us. And that we want nothing but all of the demands. In fact, we're going to start asking for a regime change because they have gone further to kill people. The death toll is counting, is increasing by the day. Did you see how they unleashed mass violence, mass shooting on peaceful protesters in Abuja and other parts of the country today? We're not talking about it. Today is just, we've been peaceful. So he has, I think he's cowing and he's coming. I think what I just heard is that he's coming to address us. But of course, when he comes, they are going to see mother of all Aluta. We'll shout them down. We don't want no address. Let them speak our concerns and our demands to the tone deaf government in Nigeria so that they can hear that we indeed are not backing down. So keep the momentum going, guys. We are live here doing exactly what you are doing back home. All right. And this is
the battle to save Nigeria. We're not bowing down. We're not cowing. We're not going back. No retreat. No surrender. If we can do this, Nigerians can do it. Please, I don't know how else we need to appeal to our people to hit the street. How many people they want to kill there? For the life of me, you need to do something. Go to the street. Do a lot. Because redemption, like I always say, like I've kept saying it, redemption is not going to come from anywhere. Redemption is going to come from within Nigeria. All right. So if Nigerians don't take this very seriously, I'm afraid the time to get it right is now. If we don't get it right now, trust me honestly, that country is finished if we do not get it right. So we cannot afford that at this time. This is very auspicious. Keep going. Increase the tempo. Increase the tempo. We have coconut head. I've been here since the protest was slated to started. Well, it was slated to have started at 9. It did start at 9, but I've been here since like 8. You can hear they are even we are taking it one notch further, shouting only, all of them. Ababio, everybody. Please, I know you cannot try this back home, but please, your presence is what is demanded. All right, we need everyone to be out there. All hands must be on deck right now to demand this governance. So I think I'll use the mic. Thank you, Omar. Thank you, everyone who is out there holding the fort. God bless you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Ade, and thank you to all the people in New York that are out there protesting as well. That should give us some sort of comfort because, sometimes some people in Nigeria are like, okay, those in diaspora, they're not doing anything. They're just here telling us, go to the street, go to the street, and they're not doing anything. This is comfort for us. People are out there in New York right now and they are protesting. Thank you, Ade, and to all the wonderful people out there with you. Thank you so much. Sweet child, please, you can go, my sister.
Hi guys, good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Yes, it's loud and clear.
Hello, can you hear me?
You were louder the first time. You're a bit low now.
Okay, sorry,
You
the
were
call tried
you're
coming
loud.
in.
Yeah, like you sound a bit
Is it better
distant
now?
from your phone.
Yeah, is it better now?
Yeah, it's okay now. It's fine now.
Okay. Um. Okay. So this is to say a very big thank you to every one of us, right? It's not been easy, and I would say we shouldn't give up. It's very funny that our day, and I'm like, how does that affect the common man? You produce, right? And the common man do not even have advantage, or the common man do not even have access to whatever you're producing. Normally, if you're producing, whatever you're getting should affect us positively. That is how it should be. I can't see how I own a farm and I'm probably planting some maize and I can't even eat the maize. Does it make sense? Or the corn? Does it make sense? It doesn't. That is why I said this man, I was discussing with few of my friends, and I said this man deliberately doesn't have plan. Like when you're deliberate, say waiting. I don't get plan for now. I just want to have that title. I have shown it times and times and times without number. Like you just sit down, wake up, no plan. Imagine Nigerians giving you this is what we protest. There's a target. They make the policies from Abuja. It's not here in what they call it in Port Harcourt. It's not here in Anambra. It's not here in Abia. It's not there in Kano. The people who make life unbearable for us, they're all in Abuja. The people who sit down in offices and say, you know what, we don't give to, let's do this. The people who actually who bring policies without even passing through the normal method or pass it through the ref so that they'll see it, analyze it, and say, okay, can we pass it? No, and just go ahead to approve it. It's from Abuja. I heard this guy, there was a guy talking, saying that people in Abeokuta are not protesting. It's the same way you have them in Lagos. Lagos movement, so it's only Ojota that are actually protesting. It's the same, it's majority of these places are not protesting. And it is terrible. But I can tell you, the people on ground, they're not suffering. No. Look at our brother in New York. Those ones, they look like they're suffering. But they know fully well that if they leave Nigeria like this, they will not be home to be called. Nigeria, you won't be able to go home to say, okay, Nigeria, I come out. So it will be worse. You come home, if you close your eye, your fear go enter your mind, say, if he kidnap you. Was it on 1st of August when the protest started? So people were traveling from Auchi down to Abuja. They generate for this state. This state now all producing state. Oh. Road, the number of roads when they bad and state of emergency that this roads need. And people will say, why am I always talking about roads? This man will put banner or billboard say this road is federal road. Meaning, when I go meet Tinubu or go meet who they Abuja, it makes sense. We can't be shouting and bad governance, and bad government, and bad corrupt politician, and bad every. And for Edo State, when they plant, they put PDP, APC. How now? How? I always say that this is an opportunity for us to show the state, show Nigeria that you know what, these protests when they happen are in the favor of SPA because we dey see how things dey. APC no even get one single plan at all. Government of PDP, now PDP take power, now people PDP put us for this state. When I come Benin now when we fall. We dey talk, people will talk say, okay, for what is the only road that you have done other things? Do you know that bad road leads to insecurity? Bad road leads to increase in food because people when they bring food come one town, they go put money, say one road trip, my tire go bust or my car go this. So they'll add more money. On a Gary, imagine say village Gary they cost. You don't hear that kind of thing. Places where people they go for go collect cassava, make Gary, it costs. How? So as we are on the street, oh, like I said, let's know our target. If everybody can find their way to Abuja, I don't go mind though. All we need is just let us know. I'm ready to go to Abuja. We'll know I want a runner. When you reach Abuja, you don't even need run, you don't need waka, you know, sit down for floor. Everybody sit down, put hand for head, sit down. Our demands must be met. How you want to do it, we don't know. You came and said subsidy. How they take talk? I take talk for the first day. Subsidy gone. Subsidy gone with no plan. A serious government will know why we have increase in what they call the fuel. And the first thing they would have done is to say, you know what, we're removing subsidy. So the money for normal subsidy, we will use it to do more refineries and also revamp our modular refineries. And you explain to Nigerians that put you there. We not even put you first. We explain to you explain to Nigerians and say, okay, for this so period to this so period, this is where we're expecting to have our refineries to work. You know how many times they don't tell us Port Harcourt refinery go work? No, be last year they tell us by November, be June it go work. They can't move out to December 2023 till now it they work nothing. Dangote, in as much as say I not be fan of Dangote, right? If Dangote did not come out to tell us that this Dangote refinery is what they even used to campaign. I remember vividly because I was in that bus when we're talking about for one woman I said, now APC I go vote for. They don't already tell us say the moment Dangote fuel price will go to 100 and something, they already tell us. They tell us for market, they tell us for this, they tell us for that. They use this thing to campaign, to scam Nigerians. You have modular refineries that are not even working. If it's not because of that Uncle Dwarf that came out and said, in as much as Tinubu said subsidy gone, Baba they still they pay subsidy. You are lying to us, you are stealing from us, everything is going back to your company, everything is going back to you. Like I will not answer that. In fact, I'm shocked. Look at how they are being killed. People that came out, no one single person carried arm, no one single person carried gun. They just said, you know what, we are suffering, we not do again. But you felt you should pull out live ammunitions. No, now, no. We can't let them threaten us on it. Just the way they said, oh, answers this, answers that. We can't. And to my Igbo brothers and sisters, let me tell you guys, as one of the persons that said, it's not nice. Everybody is suffer, you guys come. But this, as you not come out, it sweet me. Oh. Hey, God. It is so sweet. Or they should go and do this to that place. They should do Operation Python, Operation Animal, Operation Tinubu, Operation Rubbish, Operation. You don't see them talking. Instead, they've twisted it to be saying Igbos must go. But I would like to tell you people, please don't dwell on what they are discussing. They are trying to remove us from this, or rather, distract us. That's the word. Distractions. All this. For some an instant. He didn't say anything during his interview or what he was saying. He didn't. If you go back to reverse before, it was back, he's paying subsidy. So go back to the price. Go back to 145 naira that they met, APC met during Buhari's time. They cannot come and say, okay, oh, this is what we tend to do. The only thing that Nigerians enjoy, the only thing that Nigerians feel that I am a Nigerian, this one is the subsidy of this fuel. In other countries, they subsidize fuel, subsidize food, subsidize transportation, subsidize a whole lot. But here, nothing. We don't have middle class, so is it that you're middle class before? At least your fish chop 3 square meal. Middle class the reason say if I chop 3 square meal, my brothers and sisters or my aunties, all those ones, how do want the chop? They'll gas cut and down. Middle class before we go say, okay, make I travel, make I go Abuja, maybe go do this thing, I'll fly. They'll say they'll fly, they'll check tickets, 200 and something thousand, the first visitor. They'll say, okay, maybe they use bus 20 something thousand, almost 50,000. They say, no need now. Like this suffering, if we continue like this, and it never even reached 2 years old. If we continue like this, I don't know what to say. $1 now is over 1,600. Someone just sent me the rate of pounds, and this one is pound sterling. That means if they sell pounds, right, it is 2,060. If you're not buying, to be about 2,100 or thereabouts. This is how you people don't even understand. Everyone, oh, it should concern every one of us. Because the truth is, majority of the people protesting, they are not suffering, no.
La 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 la.